Magnification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to More Than Meets the Eye. I'm Yost, Blind Prime, and for today we will be finishing this crap show of Buzzsaw. Here is Buzzsaw in his insect mode. He's supposed to be a wasp or a hornet. And, well, we're gonna get into it. Good grief. This has been a trial. This guy, after yesterday's video, I picked him up off the floor. I plugged his pieces back in, which, by the way, you know, thumbs up to Hasbro for how well these things are constructed, because all I had to do was pop a wing back into place and pop the legs back into place. It wasn't that hard. So good job, Hasbro, on making a figure that can be thrown against a wall, fall apart, and be put back together. You know what? That's exactly what I wanted from a Waspinator. Something that I could destroy and then reassemble, because that was Waspinator's life. It's just destroy and reassemble. So if there's a positive to this guy, it's that you could throw him up against a wall when you're fed up with him and he won't break. What's up, Cream? You want to see the video? Are you here for the video? What? Don't go staring at the camera. Yeah, the camera loves you. Now, stay, Cream. What do you do? Okay. So let's talk about this figure, and I need this Lego pad before you sit on it, Cream. Thank you. All right. This not Lego figure. This Buzzsaw is, well, this insect mode is an insect mode. You can tell by the feel. You got the butt part, you know, the stinger area. You've got the thorax in the center where all the legs come off of, but you know, and it's really thin. You know, it's kind of got the wasp shape. It's definitely kind of got the wasp shape, but there's just so much that I don't like about it. I don't like this at all. It doesn't really feel like a wasp. I mean, it kind of feels like a wasp, but honestly, they would have done better making a bumblebee out of this, I guess. That would have been more understandable, because, you know, the thing about wasps and hornets is they got that thin wasp waist, and you can't really get that with these guys. You can't really get that with Transformers without, you know, doing something different with the transformation than what they did. So instead, we've got a fat pregnant wasp. I wouldn't say fat pregnant, but, you know, he's definitely a fat wasp. He's just big. He's a big wasp. He's a big guy. He's got a big old pot belly underneath him, hanging down beneath his legs. So, yeah, we'll talk sizes, and then we're going to get into the actual wasp figure and talk about it. So size-wise, let's get the cliff jumper out here and put cliff jumper to the stinger on the tail, and bumper to stinger, and front bumper goes underneath, goes all the way to about there. That is just behind the front. Ah, crap. His arm fell out again while I've been talking to you. Get back in there, you stupid thing. Let me remeasure that, realizing that the arm had fallen out. Okay, yep, still at the same spot. Right behind the joint, the first joint on this insect leg, on the very front insect leg. So, width-wise, this insect is definitely wider than Cliff Jumper, can stand on top of Cliff Jumper. His legs can almost reach the ground, and if these legs actually had posability and they had put little joints in them, you could actually have Waspinator here, or Buzzsaw, go above Cliff Jumper, lower the legs underneath Cliff Jumper, and then fly away with Cliff Jumper. That would have been cool. That would have been awesome. I would have been very happy with this figure if I could have moved the legs in such a way, because that sounds kind of neat. You know, having your figure, you know, in a flight stand, you could put him above your Cliff Jumper here and have his little arms wrap all the way around Cliff Jumper, and then you just have this in a flight stand. Like, holy crap, did that Buzzsaw just take off with Cliff Jumper? Yeah, it did. Just so much missed opportunity with this. That's one of the things that upsets me most about this figure, is just, this was so phoned in. It was so half-assed. It was just, why? When you've made so many amazing figures, even the kickback has articulation, and you didn't give us articulation in the little insect legs. It's just sad. That's all. I'm upset at it. I'm upset. Let's get him sized. Stinger to tip of the mandibles. Boom, right there. That is the sizing of 16. So he's 16 studs long. And we're going to compare him by feet because the feet never move. And there we are, right there, feet to feet. And he is about 9, 10, 11. He's 12 studs long from feet to feet. Okay, so let's get this. Put this away. Cream. All right, so let's talk more about this thing. I guess we'll talk about, first off, the first thing I want to mention, siege ports. There aren't any. There may be 2. Let's see. No, there are no siege ports. This figure has no siege ports. No siege ports at all. Not even a cool one on the back. Maybe a cool one on the back. Not even a cool one on the back. No siege ports. This figure has done away with siege ports for every bit of its insect mode, which is sad. It's a shame. You could have had him like loaded down for bear underneath, and then you could have had the arms reach underneath and grab the weapons. Oh, it's just okay. All right, I'm gonna just stop talking about the insect legs and how much I hate them. We're gonna move on. So face-wise, we've got a actual articulated mandibles, so they can open and close. So you can actually put them like, let's see. Here's our Bumblebee. You can actually put the mandibles. Let's see, can they fit around Bumblebee's head? Ah, they can. Yeah. He can totally just grab the Bumblebee by his head. That's kind of funny. Or you could grab the Bumblebee by his hand. He's just going to nom on it. So that's a cool part about the figure here. I like the articulated mandibles. Now, if they had just articulated the... Oh, wait. No. I said I would stop talking about the insect legs. Okay, so furthermore, let's talk about more articulation. The wings are on ball joints, but there's 4 wings, but 2 with 2 on each side, and they're molded together, so it's just one ball bearing that moves them around. They fall out when you throw it against a wall, but they pop back in very easily. And further articulation, nothing on the legs, and that's it. The head can move up and down, actually. And the antenna do spin around in a circle. That's all they do. You can actually have them crisscross. Crisscross applesauce. All right. You can put them off to the sides, or just have them going to the back. Whatever you want with the antennas. It's but that's it for articulation with this guy. Sculpt-wise, they did do a good job doing the sculpt. That feels like carapace around here, around his head. He's got carapace feeling stuff. He's got these eyeballs. Are those eyeballs? Yeah, I think those are just giant eyes. Yeah, they're big old insect eyes. And, the antennae have a really nice sculpt to them. These wings have an excellent sculpt. You can feel like the individual insect wing stuff. That's quite nice. The back of the bee, or the wasp, has sort of carapace texture to it, but not really much. Doesn't seem like they really gave it much of a carapace texture, but they did sculpt in some nice, like, biological wasp components, which is cool. Then you come here to the back, and the stripes on this bee butt are textured. So you got all these cool stripes. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 8 stripes, maybe? Maybe I counted that wrong. Let's see, 1, that's 1, then that's 2, then that's 3, then that's 4, then that's 5, then that's 6, then that's 7, then that's 8, and then that's 9, and then the stinger is 10. Okay, cool. That's neat. It's all textured on there. That's cool. That's really nice. I do appreciate this texture and sculpt work. That is something, I may not like the figure, but I can still appreciate parts of it. And I do appreciate the sculpt work done here. The stinger is quite nice. I do love that. And I love how these legs fold into the back of the stinger area. I just wish that the legs did more on the underside to kind of fold together or something. I like panels. I don't know why they don't do more panels. Those are cool, where you can fold out the sides of these legs and maybe have them come into a circular motion so that it fills in this entire area. It makes it feel more bee-like or wasp-like. And also, they could have done something where the butt of the bee actually separated a bit from the rest of the bee to give it that nice wasp waist. But, oh well. Yeah. Not much more to say on this guy. I do not like him. I know for my own sake, I'm going to just have him in robot mode forever, because this insect mode just upsets me so much. The robot mode kind of upsets me as well. I don't really like it either. I don't understand why they didn't do articulation in these legs. I just don't get it. Why? Why not have articulation? We're paying so much more for these things now. You would think that they would give us stuff like that. It's honestly becoming very annoying. And it's you're expecting a level of quality from the Transformers Generations line, and when I get figures like this, I just ask myself, where the hell's the quality going? What's going on with this? Who phoned this in? What did who called a third party to design the Waspinator mold? Somebody who never even watched Beast Wars, I bet. Somebody who didn't even understand what the figure Waspinator was all about. Somebody who's just grown up not ever coming across Transformers at all. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like they gave him a couple of screenshots, and then instead of watching the show to understand what type of character it is and understand the cool intricacies of the character, they just threw it together, and they just threw it out there, like they did with Rhinox. And I just don't get it. Honestly, I don't. But that's enough of me blathering on about these things. Tune in next Prime, where I'm going to have something else for you. Well, you know what I need to do is I need to finish that cave section. I've been so busy over the past few weeks doing other things, I just haven't gotten around back to it. My phone keeps dying, so I keep losing the ability to record at night because I have to constantly charge my phone. But no worries, guys. I will have the last part of the middle cave section done either by today or by tomorrow, because I've been letting y'all wait for that way too long, and that's not fair of me. And I'll go ahead and finish that up. I'll also showcase something else I've been working on, because I've been building another modular cave section beside the one that I've been building for the channel, and give you a nice side-by-side comparison. And we'll talk about that more on the Lego Modular Cave System videos. But I think it's done. You have anything to say, Cream? Huh? You want to add anything? No, you're just going to stay there and be adorable sleeping in the corner? Cool. All right. Well, until next Prime, bye-bye for now.